Okay guys, this video is going to give you information on what you need to do on Tuesday, February 26th. So we are moving on to lesson 2 now. So on mypltw.org, you're going to be on lesson 2, and we're going to be working today on activity 2.1. And you are going to need Google Classroom open. On Google Classroom, you're going to see an assignment, okay, that will have this video, and it will also have a copy of this document for you. Okay, this is going to be what you turn in at the end of the hour today. So what you're going to be doing is learning about input devices we're going to be working with in class with your microbit. And let me get you back on mypltw.org. Let's take a minute and look through this section. I don't love the way they have this organized, so I'm going to have you won't necessarily do this part in order, so you want to stick with me so that you know what's up. So this whole section is about learning about inputs, okay? And for us on the microbit, we're going to be working with some sensors, and then some of the forms of input that you are used to using are, of course, the buttons. We've also used the accelerometer, which is when we use the on-shake command, okay? So input can take lots of different formats. What I find interesting is that people often think an input is anything that you plug into your computer, and that is not true, okay? An input is for something to be labeled as an input device, excuse me, you are thinking about the information or signals that are going into your computer, okay? So it's not necessarily what's plugged into it, but the data that's going into the computer. It's sending the information. So the most common one that you use every single day is your keyboard, then your trackpad, probably your microphone, okay? So on our microbit, A and B, then the accelerometer we've used. I think that's pretty much it. So what you're going to do, just scroll down a little bit, and I'm going to have you first learn a little bit about the input devices we're going to be using. And I wish they explained this before these numbered items came in. So what you're going to want to do is go over here on the left, and I want you to go down to this programming input section. And then I want you to scroll down a little bit, and I'll show you where I want you to stop. Okay. So this is kind of describing an input device. One of the first ones that it talks about is the light sensor that's on your microbit. Okay. So you want to take a minute and look through this. This is the light sensor area for the microbit, and this is how it knows when lights are supposed to come on. Okay. So I would like for you to read this part so you kind of understand how it works. And then you don't have to worry about the blocks necessarily yet. I just want you to be able to identify what the input devices are and what they do. Okay. So you're going to scroll down a little bit further, kind of keep going, and then you will come to, I think the next one you come to is going to be compass and accelerometer. Okay. So you're going to go through here and just read a little bit about what the accelerometer is and what the compass is. Watch this short little video. It's just a little over a minute so that you can learn about how it works and what it's for. Then keep on going down, and you will find, we're going to skip this alligator section. Here's what I was looking for, the analog and digital inputs, pressure sensor. Okay, you want to look at pressure sensor and be able to identify this is what a pressure sensor looks like. When I get back to school, we will actually get these out and connect them to your microbit. But while I'm not here, I'm not going to have you mess with getting all these supplies out. So you're going to be figuring out what these different sensors are by reading your information in this section. Okay, and you're going to fill out this page. What this page is it is simply a table where you have the first columns for you to drag the input device image that matches into the space. So we just looked at the pressure sensor. You would grab this guy and pull him up right here. That's where the image would go because that's the pressure sensor. And then you're going to write a little bit. You're going to type in there what the pressure sensor detects or does. Now, you wouldn't know this, okay, some of you might, but you wouldn't know this unless you read it in your materials. So you are going to have to search a little bit for this information. Now, I will remind you that we have this handy dandy search box over here. So if you are working on something, let's say you get down here and you want to know about the flex sensor, one of the things that you can do to help you find things quickly instead of just scrolling the way I was is you can use this to look for your flex sensor, and then it'll show you where it's talked about. Okay, so feel free to use that, but your goal is to get familiar today with what an input is and then fill out this page with the device image and then what it detects or does. Okay, so once you finish this, you're going to turn it into this section right here that says Tuesday, February 26th. This is all grayed out right now just because I haven't made it live for you yet. It'll be live by the time you watch this, and it'll look like a regular assignment. But that's where you're going to turn in that Google Doc, and I will have another video for you tomorrow. Have a good day.